NFL fans, welcome back to another episode of the J All Day Show. In today's episode, we're going to do a quick run through of my predictions for all the games for week 4 in this year's NFL season. But what the heck was going on in week 3? How about those birds somehow on the road being the Saints? E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Crazy. What an absolute insane amount of games. How about Deshaun Watson fumbling away wins as the Giants beat them on the road? The Panthers get a huge win on the road versus the Raiders. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home versus a rookie quarterback. They lose too. Bo Nix blows the brakes off of Baker Mayfield, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans. Oh my gosh, what a crazy, crazy week of upsets. And all these road teams traveling across the country, beating all these home teams, man. If you're making bets early in this season, good luck, because this year has been one of the craziest starts of an NFL season ever. Here are my week 4 predictions. We kick off things on a short week for the Cowboys and the Giants. The Giants are getting 6 points. I love that. The Giants getting 6 points at home. After back-to-back losses by the Cowboys cannot stop the run at all. And we got good Daniel Jones this week. He's been playing a little bit better in week 2, a little bit even better in week 3. I'm going with an upset. I'm taking the Giants, and some of that momentum, Malik Neighbors goes off. I'm taking the Giants to win this game. Next up, we got the Bengals versus the Panthers. The Panthers had a big win over a terrible Raiders team. God, I feel bad for Raiders fans because that organization, in my opinion, is a complete catastrophe. And I don't know, is Max Crosby one of the most overrated players in the NFL? Because he had no impact in that game last week. Is he hurt? I don't know what's going on with him, but he doesn't look like the superstar they're paying him to be. And the Bengals have a big showing on Monday night, so we'll have to see how they look in this game. But I'm not buying into this Andy Dalton BS. I think the Bengals win this game on the road. All right, next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Green Bay Packers. I think Jordan Love is going to be coming to play in week 4. I think he's back this week. Is he 100% healthy? That remains to be seen. But the Minnesota Vikings look like world beaters right now, so I'm going with that momentum, right? And their running back had a huge week, Aaron Jones, in week 3. I think he runs the ball down the Packers' throat, who continue to struggle stopping the run. I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings. I think Addison will finally be healthy, so Jefferson, Addison, and Aaron Jones in this spot versus the Packers. I like the Vikings to win this game on the road. Next up, Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Before this week, I'd be like, the Eagles are going to get blown out. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just lost. Actually, they got blown out by a rookie quarterback. Sean Payton just has their number for whatever reason. So if I'm the Eagles, I'm watching all that tape, seeing how the Broncos stop the Buccaneers. And I like the Eagles to pick up a road victory here. There's some momentum forming with the Eagles a little bit. Hurts has been playing a little bit better. And A.J. Brown will be back this week. I'm 99% sure of that. But we got to keep our eye on the injury report. I'll do my full predictions on Tuesday like I do every week, because if Lane Johnson and Devontae Smith are both out, that's a concern for me. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are also nursing some injuries on the defensive side of the ball. So we got to keep an eye on the injury report for this game before we make our final picks. But I like the Eagles initially. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Colts. I'm going with the Steelers all day long, right? Justin Fields looks pretty good. He's not going to be a world beater, but he's doing a good job not turning the ball over and just winning games. Russell Wilson, that job is lost for you, bro. You're not getting a chance unless Justin Fields gets hurt. Richardson just throws interceptions all day, every day, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense is absolutely going to eat and feast on this Colts team. And Najee Harris is going to run for over 100 yards in this game. The Colts can't stop the run at all whatsoever. I'm going with the Steelers. Next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road versus the Texans. The Jaguars are not very good. They got a big Monday night game versus the Buffalo Bills. But I think the Houston Texans bounce back after getting obliterated by the Vikings today. Absolutely smoked. But I do like the Texans in this spot to bounce back. I don't believe in the Jaguars. I think Doug Peterson has a first-class ticket to getting fired very, very soon. All right, then we got the Saints at the Falcons, man. This is a tough division game, man. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm hoping the Falcons can pull off a victory and beat the Chiefs. The Saints did not look good this week, but we'll have to see how the Falcons look against the Chiefs. Oh, man. I'm going with the home team. I'm going to go with the Falcons for now. I got to see how they look tonight before I make my final opinion on Tuesday, where I lock in my picks for you guys. The Saints could not move the ball at all, and it looks like Vic Fangio kind of figured something out, how to stop this New Orleans Saints team, so maybe the Falcons use that to their advantage. I'm still going with the home team and the Falcons. The Rams versus the Bears. The Rams are still super banged up. They're not going to have a lot of players back, but Caleb Williams is not good at football. He hasn't shown me anything this year. It's going to be a close game, but I can't pick the Bears. The Rams somehow came back and beat the 49ers, who were also missing some guys. No Debo, no Christian McCaffrey, It was tough, no Kittle. But the Rams showed some grit and some toughness, and they're better coached. And Matt Stafford, I'll take him all day over Caleb Williams. I'm going with the Rams to get a road win. Denver Broncos versus the Jets. I'm not buying into the Broncos hype at all whatsoever. I'm going with the Jets. That line of 8 seems a little high to me, though, so I wouldn't be doing a spread bet, but I think the Jets and Aaron Rodgers get it done. This New York Jets defense pummels Bo Nix. Then we got the Commanders at the Cardinals. I'm going with the Cardinals. They lost this week, but they still look pretty good. The Cardinals are not a bad team at all whatsoever, and the Commanders are, right? So I look for that offense, Kyler Murray and company. He's really starting to get a rapport with Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, James Conner. I like Arizona's offense. Their defense is not very good, but they're lucky because the Commanders' offense doesn't really have too much to, scare them, right? So I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals to win that game. Patriots at the 49ers. I think the 49ers bounce back, but that is a huge line of 10 points. The 49ers blew a lead to the Rams this week. I don't know how the heck they managed to do that, but I'm going with the 49ers at home to win this game. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Chargers. That line is huge for me too, but you know what? I'm going with the Chargers for an upset. This is going to be a division game. The Chargers are going to bounce back from last week after a tough loss to the Steelers. And the Chiefs' defense has not been pretty good this year, man. They haven't been good really at all. They're missing L'Jarius Sneed. I think the Chargers sneakily win a close game by a field goal. Then we got the Browns at the Raiders. Is this a dumpster fire of a game or what? Oh my gosh. I bet you there's going to be like 6 people in the stands watching this game. Browns at the Raiders. I don't know who's worse. I guess I'm going to go with the Raiders barely because Deshaun Watson is a turnover machine. I don't even want to make a bet on this game. I'm going with the Raiders, I guess. Bills at the Ravens. I'm taking the Bills all day long. The Ravens, they had a nice win against the Cowboys this week, but they almost blew it. The Cowboys almost came back and won. I don't believe in this Ravens team. The Bills just find a way to win. They've had 30 points in both of their first 2 games. I'm looking for them to put up big numbers on Monday night against the Jaguars. I like the Bills in this spot. And then we got 2 Monday night games again. Titans at the Dolphins. Oof, another game. I'm going with the Dolphins. No, actually, no, I'm not. I don't know. This is a game I don't want to pick. Titans at the Dolphins. Oh my gosh, what do you do? Will Levis is so bad, but the Dolphins are on like their 38th quarterback. I'm still going with the Dolphins. I don't believe in Will Levis at all whatsoever, especially to get a road win. The Dolphins still have some talent. Look for them to run the ball pretty well. Seahawks at the Lions. The Seahawks have been winning games, but they haven't really been playing that good. I like the Lions in this spot. The Seahawks offensive line is still super suspect to me. Geno Smith, I'm not a Geno Smith guy. I'm not a big believer in Geno Smith. I'm going with the Lions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.